It ain't just about giving the information out. It's being magnetic. It's making sure that you're drawing the people in, not just, oh, here's some people that made some money. These are our head coaches. And then there go a couple other people who ain't head coaches. They made some money too. And then, by the way, how they made some money is we just got this referral. It shouldn't feel like that, right? They should feel your excitement. You know what I'm saying? It ain't about screaming like I do. You see, I ain't got no voice right now. I don't even know what I'm going to do over the next a week or so, because this thing is, my tonsils are going down fast right now. So I'm going to drink me some lemon or something in a minute. But we need to also feel the energy, right? Somebody first came in. Here's what you got to be asking yourself. If you first came into the business, you first saw the presentation on Zoom for the first time, and you had to hear you, how they need to sound? You need to hear you. Are you joining you based on how you gave that presentation? That's what we want to get you guys to the point to. Because at some point, you're going to be doing this presentation somewhere by yourself. You ain't going to have an upline. You ain't going to have 3 people that's been around. It's going to be just you. And is your presentation compelling enough, convicting enough, right? Is it compelling enough and convicting enough that somebody said, damn, I want to be a part of it? I got a text yesterday, kind of made me get I started to really cry. Dennis Love sent me this text yesterday. He almost made a grown man cry. This is what he said yesterday. Hold on. And then he put it in a group message too. I was like, oh, it's kind of cool. He said some words I can't pronounce, but I'll spell them. He said, Ronell, your ENTHUSIA.
Enthusiasm, man.
I'm like, what the hell is that word? If you get past 6 letters, I'm lost. He said, so Ronell, your enthusiasm, tie downs, relationship questions, obviously the knowledge and expertise was next level. Man, so dope. It's amazing that you come and bring it like this, despite you being at the top. I learned more. Dope, dope, dope. He was talking about from my op meeting presentation yesterday. Like, even though you're at the top, when you get on, you don't just come on and share words. You're like, your enthusiasm, your passion, your tie downs. He's like, that stuff, he says dope, dope, dope. He put dope 3 times. So I think that means I'm really, really dope. That's what you mean by that, D-Love?
That's right. That's right.
So guys, that's you gotta have that when you're doing your presentation. You don't just want to give the information, guys. You gotta nudge at people's heart, right? That's what I'm thinking in my mind when I'm presenting. I'm thinking about reaching across that screen and I'm touching your heart, right? Because when you touch somebody's heart, you don't need no tricks. You don't need no gimmicks. If you touch their heart, they can make an informed decision and they convict and they compel, even if they don't join a business. It's something the way you present the product. I don't care if it's just order a home. It's something about the way you describe that order a home product that should say, man, don't even make no damn sense for me not to at least call to see if I can save me some money. That's how it should sound. Not overselling it, because at the beginning, it's a recruiting tool at the beginning, but in your words, it should be like, kind of like, damn, I need to at least get a quote. If that ain't, I need to at least want to just send somebody to a damn call center. I ain't got to quote it. I ain't got to write it. I just send them to the call center. And then if I get some other people to send them to, I'll get a check. That's your job. That really, after the order on home, the front side of the presentation is designed that really, even if we don't do the back end, they say, well, shit, how do I get signed up? Right? So make sure that when you giving your presentation, that you are considering that. I ain't talking about for this morning, we practice it, we got to massage y'all out a little bit, but your mind should be that. That's why you got to study that you ain't thinking about the material. You ain't thinking about what slide is about to come up next. You've been around here for over 30 days. You shouldn't be having to think about the next slide if there's something that you're taking serious and you really want to make some real money with. That part you should have out the way. Like I could close my eyes and you can put up every slide like you can blindfold me. I know every slide that's coming up next and every word that's on it. We say, well, Ronell, you made it. That ain't got nothing to do with it. I made a rap song up too when I was 18. I don't know the damn words to that. Because it don't mean nothing to me, right? This means something to me. And And let's erase that. There's a song that came out a month or two ago, and you know all the words. You know why? Because you keep repeatedly playing it. It's your jam. This got to become your jam. If you want to become wealthy, it's time to stop knowing everybody else's song and learn how to sing yours.
Mm.
Some of y'all, when you're in the shower, you think you sound like Luther Vandross. You think you sound like Mary J. Blige. Hell, when you gonna think you sound like your uplines?
Mm.
See, it's all about what you make priority, right? It's what you make priority. And that's what we got to move to if we want to be great at this, right? So anyway, I'm fussing on the beginning, so I won't have to fuss at the end. So, all right, let's go with, who's it trying to hide? Tiffany, is you back home? You still at the daycare? Let's go with Eric Cox. Eric Cox, I want you to pull up the next slide after that, the future regional vice president slide. And I want you to transition, transition. That's the page after the first one. Like you got the RVPs, now we got the below RVPs that made money.
Oh, okay, the part-timers.
Yep. And I want you to start talking while you pulling up your slides. That's one thing I want you guys to get fluent at, that while you pulling up your slides, start talking because you know what the slides say.
And I don't believe I have the newest slide for the part-timers. Excuse me.
All right, give it your RVP because they should send that out at the beginning. At the 7th of every month, the new slide come out. That's when the money go final. So by the 7th of every month, your RVP should be getting that to you or your regional leader.
That was sent out. It was sent out. He should have it. I don't know why he don't have it.
All right.
Sheila sent them out and Kasha sent them out. They out there.
All right. Y'all double down and figure it out so y'all can make sure we have them. Because one thing that's important, guys, to have the new slides for this reason, we need to keep pressure on ourselves. If somebody, like last month, I made 90 grand. This month, the month before that, I made 90 grand in July. August, I only made 60. If I keep putting up 90 and all I made was 60, it makes me, my chest still out. Feel like, and then the mom beat me in income last month. Like the mom made 69,000. I made 59,000. See, my little ego, like, damn it, man, the mom made more money than me last month. See, it makes me go fight harder. But if you still got up that I made 90 and he made 90, then I feel like, okay, we tied this month. See, so all of this is relevant. So even as you present in the op meetings and all that, like we pulled up this slide shows Teresa made $21,000. Teresa made $21,000 last month. So now Teresa still feel good because the world seeing her make $21,000. Psychologically, it doesn't cause her to go play at the level that she's capable. Well, she will, but if she's seeing down,
I don't remember nothing from last month.
Somebody say they don't remember nothing from last month. But anyways, if she made $21,000 in July and it's still popping up in September, if she got 5 guests on the line, they're like, ooh, Teresa. But if she made $2,000 and she at the bottom of the screen, it makes her want to bring her game up. Does that make sense to everybody? That's actually why I put the income on there like that. Right? 1 month, Matt may beat Dennis in income. The next month, Dennis may beat Matt. Well, if I put on there that Matt's still winning, what makes June get pissed off? That's a true story. We first put this up. Dennis, I think, beat Matt in them 1 month in income, and June got pissed off.
Ronell, why you bringing up old stuff?
You did. She got pissed off, and Matt.
That's why I got mad. Don't tell the truth. Tell the truth.
I thought that was the truth. I thought you was pissed off because that month that we put it up there. The month
no, that wasn't the month that Dennis beat us. That was not that month. What the issue was, it was the month that you made the most money.
Oh, I know that. I know you was hating on the coach. My bad.
No, it was just
hating on me.
It was just because it was just because you posted it like
because of the different.
Hey, right now I think it was the first month.
It was the first month you posted income.
Right. It was the first month you posted income,
Okay,
and Tupac wasn't feeling that.
Oh,
yeah, the previous month.
We'll make that, hit him up.
Hey, listen, let me ask you a question. If Tupac never would have made the most money that month, you think she would have been pissed off?
Nah, she Tupac.
That's the point of this.
Said nothing. Yep, I just wouldn't have said nothing to you.
I said if y'all would. Hey, Tupac, if y'all would have made the most money that month, would you be pissed off?
Yes, I just wouldn't have said nothing.
All right, whatever. But yeah, that's the point of the slide, guys. We want to irritate people because if Matt is capable of going out and making $60,000 a month, and we showed that he made 60, now he made 25 or whatever it was last month, Psychologically, he ain't liking that. $25,000 is a lot of money. But if Dennis made 26, you better believe Matt ain't feeling that. All the way to the 7th of the next month, he's trying to figure out how to get some more policies in to make sure that he beats Dennis in income. The same thing should be happening on this page. So if we still got all these people, look at these people up this top row. We got, look at this top row. Teresa, 21,000. Deanne, 19. She's still kind of close. Calandra, 11,425.
That's too low right now.
I know, look at that. But look, Calandra got 11,000 or 12,000. She'll make $5,000 last month. We don't need her posting her chest over there. We love her, but I want to show her that she only made $5,000. I think I got a good idea. Why don't we put the income from the previous month and the current month up there with a slash? What y'all think? No, I ain't gonna do that. I'll just say T. Ramey, 9,400. Who is this right here? Is that Marshall? Next to T. Ramey?
Yes.
What, Marshall at 5,600. Is Marshall on here?
You know it.
Marshall, what you make last month?
She probably working.
Yeah, she multitask, so she on here, but
She
working.
made
I'm here. I'm
7,000
getting
last
my
week.
kids ready for
seven?
school. I'm here.
Okay, so you made 7,000 last month, Marshall?
Oh, you talking
Yeah.
about no.
July.
No,
No,
No, I'm
talking about the month
August.
before.
What you making in August?
August was close to 3,000.
Right, they still got you on the top. She's supposed to be at the bottom, right? So these type of things, Marshall, are you proud that you at the bottom this month down here with these little guys?
Absolutely not, but I know I was building as well. But no,
There
I'm
you
not
go.
happy.
Yeah, she ain't happy. That's what we want. We want her to not be happy because she belongs on the top line. Who is this right here? Is that a lady? Is that lady, Beletta?
In the pink.
In the pink. What you make last month, lady?
Almost 2,000.
So you down here with the little people?
Yep.
See, he still
I
got
don't
you.
even know this my slide.
Oh shit! You what?
Exactly.
Yeah. See
Yeah.
now. See now. See. But
feel
now I
it,
get to
too.
see her picture, and she don't even supposed to be on the screen. We got to remind her you was playing last month. That's what we got to remind her. You was playing last month, and you playing this month, right? This is what we're going to remind them because we need to find. I want y'all to understand the matrix of this thing. Then who is this? I don't even know who this last person is. They probably only got on her only this month and never again. Who is this? Who the last person? Don't nobody else know either?
At the bottom?
No, at the top row, the last person.
Kizzy.
That's Tanea. She under Deanne.
What her name is?
Tanea.
Where's she at?
She under Deanne.
I'm saying, but where's she at now? Like she on here this morning?
Nah, I don't think she on here.
But see, she's still flashing up on the great sign like she's beautiful. Like she's making $5,000. She probably ain't make the cut. Does this make sense to y'all? She didn't make the cut. Hey, pull that back up, Eric. This is a good segment right here. Pull that back up. Pull that old one back up. I know Eric.
You want the old one?
Yeah. Pull. This is good. We're going to digress right here. Is that how I use that word, Dennis? We're going to digress. Is that how you use it? Like we're going to do something different. Pull that back up, Eric. This is good.
Okay.
Everybody was singing a minute ago. Nobody finna sing now. Look at Tiffany like, you bringing up that far. You better not ask me how much I made last month. I wish you would. I'm already upset. Your boy made me mad last night, and now you talking about how much money we made. What you on around here? Y'all see Tiffany? All right, make it big so they can see.
You are an instigator and a shit starter.
That, my friend, is correct. All right, okay. All right, so we left off on this young lady. We only know who she is, and we don't even know where she at. She up on the DN though. All right, then we go right here. Corey. The Corey on the line?
Corey at PT.
All right, what Corey make last month, D?
About the same.
All
Probably
right, he's okay, good. That's good. Now who is this right here with the red hair? I think that's Joan Jackson, big sister. That Alicia Carter?
That's Carter Jackson.
Carter Jackson, 4,500 in July. Miss Carter Jackson, how much did you make last month? Miss Carter Jackson. If she ain't on, Calandra, tell me how much your sister made last month.
Do the little one, and I'll do the big one.
Where you at? She looking it up? Okay, come back to me. Shay and Kate. Shay and Kate, y'all online? All right, I think they're about the same though. Who is this right here? They dressed up real nice.
Cortisha and Lawrence.
Okay, they made 4,200. They on the line, June?
Cortisha might be.
Cortisha, you on here?
Yes, I'm on.
What you make last month?
And due to HIPAA, I can't disclose that information.
Okay, all right. Yeah, that's right. Primarily didn't either. That's why your ass ain't on the next slide. So, yeah. All right. So, Cortisha, tell me this. What changed?
Yes.
What changed from July to August?
Me?
What did you change?
I didn't put in the work like I did that month.
Okay, so what caused you not to like what in August was different about you than what July? Something motivated you. August, you was like, what changed? There was something that changed. No, leave it alone. You can't get
It's all on me. It's just me.
No, I'm saying psychologically, what was it like? You paid some extra money, the pressure was all, something happened. July, you was turning it up. August, you took off. What was like psychologically? What was it?
Right now, just to tell you the truth, it was just me. I didn't put in the work like I did that month.
Okay. All right. Did Jones Jackson, did you get for Alicia Carter?
Not yet. I'm trying to figure out how to find it.
All right, so just go to competition scoreboard.
1,500 last month. Corey only made 2,500 last month.
Okay, so is Alicia on?
No, I just called her. She's not picking up.
All right, so what did you see different out of your sister last month? She made 2,500 the month before, and the last month, she made 4,500, and she dropped down by $2,000. She got babies, right?
Yep, she got my niece and my nephew.
All right, what did you see different in her in August that you didn't that was there in July? What changed?
She wasn't closing as much as she was the previous month. Didn't have as much activity.
Okay, and why do you feel like she didn't have as much activity?
Honestly, I don't know.
So was she doing the still same thing? Did you see her inboxing every day? Did you see her engage with her recruits every day, just like she was in July?
She was inboxing. She was engaged with her recruits, but the one thing that she's going to do is the beneficiary rollovers. All
right, so she hadn't started.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. You remember in July I told her like, don't marry this. You remember I specifically was talking to her on the screen. Yeah. Do you know why I was specifically talking to her on the screen about that? Do you know why I was doing that? Why I took out the time to talk to Alicia, particularly in front of everybody about the beneficiary rollover? Do you know why I did that?
Why?
Because she's not you. Right. There's no knock on her, but she's not you. Like you are in the category with me and Dorman and Matthew, and then you're in that category. That's rare air. Most people, and this is no knock, I'm just giving y'all the truth so we can understand this so that we can go be as effective as we possibly can be. That's rare air. Most people never get to that level where they can go do that. Your sister, I ain't saying she'll never get there, but she's not there now. So she absolutely, and she quit her job, and she got babies. So for Alicia Carter, it's non-negotiable for her to do beneficiary measure. If she do beneficiary measure contact, she'll make 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 grand every single month as long as she keep her quality of business intact. She'll make this every single month. But if she don't do that, here's what happens. That 25 that she made this month, guess what that she made last month, guess what that turned to this month?
15.
Or 1,000. Yeah, I ain't gonna pull her up particularly, but I can guarantee you right now that she ain't at 1,500 for this month. I can guarantee it, because here's what happens. Like, you know how when you got momentum, Calandra, and shit just be going up like this? When you lose it, it goes down the exact same way. It doesn't even matter. If you're an RVP, it's the same difference. Like our money is hidden because we got all of y'all up under us. But last month, the mom made 60, I made 60. The mom made almost 70, I made 60. We said, oh, that's a lot of money. We made 90 the month before that. We made 90 the month before that. So it's all relative. And if you ain't conscious of, and that's why I'm taking time to do this, if you're not conscious of what fell off, you can't correct it. See, if you don't know what went wrong in your business or what demotivated you, you got to reach back into July when these numbers was where they are now and see what your attitude was in July. What got you excited in July? What got you up every morning, that heart beating fast in July? And if you don't go disseminate what that was and why you got to use everybody's income on this page, damn near went in half. In 30 days, the income cut in half. Only reason it didn't happen for me and Damon and Dennis and Matthew, the only reason ours didn't get cut in half is because we got more people, so that when some of you guys went down, we got a pie big enough that somebody else stepped up. That's the only reason ours would have went in half too. And it went down significantly, but it didn't get cut in half like you guys, is because somebody over here that just started went out and made $3-4 grand that didn't make nothing the previous month. Our pie is big enough that we can kind of almost, not really, but we can take a little bit of the dips. Y'all can't do that. And if you ain't looking at this right now saying, well, damn, Calandra, I made 11,500 in July, and then August I made 5. Now that's more than your job paid you, right? Right? 5,000 is more than what you're making on your job, right?
Absolutely.
By how much? How much more did you take home to your babies in August than what your job would have gave you?
Over 3,000 more.
Over 3,000 more. Now, let me ask you this. Even though it was $3,000 more than your job would have paid you, you got used to making $2 grand or so. Primerica still paid you 5, almost double what your job would have paid you. But let me ask you this. Did you feel that last month? You didn't make 11 grand. Did you feel that?
Yeah, I felt that.
She felt that. You know why? Because there's a degree of liberty. When you play at the level that you're capable of playing at, liberty means there are some things that the month before that she did for her babies and she didn't have to think about it. Am I saying something incorrect, Calandra?
Not at all.
Right. So a couple things that Calandra got to look at, even as a regional leader. You're going to be an RVP soon. You got to look at my sister who believed in me. I'm going to tell you this right now. I don't know if Alicia on or not, but I'm going to tell you what my thoughts are. Been doing this a long damn time. Alicia didn't quit her job so much because she believed in her like that. She quit her job because she believed in you like that. She seen how well you were doing and that you was able to quit your job and still take care of your kids and double your, triple your, quadruple your income, and you gave her something that she didn't have before. You know what that is? Hope. That's what you gave her. You gave her hope. So too much is given, much is what? Much is required. Much is required. So if your sister looked at you and gained hope and you see her falling off like this, then you may have done this. I'm teaching y'all so because you got to build your business. Calandra got to jump in there and she got to shake her little sister and say, hey, sis, you remember that conversation you and Rondell had about the beneficiary merchant contact?
We thank you, girl. We thank you.
Hey, we in the second week of the month. We only got 9 days left, sis. Your income at $400. You got kids. Who all do we write up in this month when you made $4,500? See, this is where you go with this, Calandra. The month that she made $4,500 in July, she made $4,500. Who is those clients? You and I are going to get on the phone and we're going to reach out to each one of these clients and we're going to get 2 beneficiary, 3 merchant contacts. We're going to have them to send out the text before we hang up. So you got to catch them when they start going this way, because you got to get that ship turned back around. But if we don't never identify these things and we don't sit back and have a real conversation with ourselves, then all of a sudden, guys, just like your momentum was going uphill and you kept the steam is going up, it starts going down the exact same way. The next thing you know, people are like, well, damn, my bills are doing, I don't know where the money gonna come from. Right? Opportunity didn't change. The opportunity didn't change. Something in us did. And we got to identify that. All right. All right, so this Cartesian Lawrence, who is this? This is Rowena right here, right?
Yep, that's Rowena.
Where you at, Rowena? Is she on here?
I don't think she's on here.
Yes, I'm right here, Coach.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Where you at? Okay, Rowena Terry. Okay, so you made 40, $200 in July. What you make in August?
Oh, not anywhere near that.
I want you to get off the hook with that. I want you to tell me what you made.
I really don't even know.
Then that means it probably wasn't $1,000. Would you agree?
Oh no, it wasn't even 1,000. No, sir.
Right. So I want you to think. I want you to just answer me quick. I want you to think about this. What changed in July from August in you? You made $4,200. That means you're capable of making $4,200. That's the level you're capable of playing at. In July, in August, you laid an egg. What changed?
I don't want to give an excuse.
Listen. This is your reason. Ain't no excuses. You made $4,200 one month, the next month you didn't make $1,000. This ain't no excuses. This is the reason why this didn't happen. It ain't an excuse. This is why. Tell me your real reason why you didn't make $4,000 last month. Ain't no excuses. Your reason.
I don't know. I think maybe my focus changed. I moved into an apartment. My kids came home. It was a lot of things, like my team, nobody responds to me. Nobody makes appointments. Nobody, I don't know. I just
that. You got a few things going on. You moved into an apartment, right? That's going to cost you money, right? Your kids came back, so it looked like somebody was keeping the kids. They back now, right? Yeah. So now, since Rowena knows this facts, I moved into an apartment. That means I got to pay some more money, right?
Yes, sir.
My kids came home. That means that there are distractions, right? My team not setting appointments. That means that I don't have activity. So let's look at these three facts, because this is what you got to fix in these next 9 days. I got an appointment on the first rent due. Facts, right? So I got to make sure I got activity. I don't give a damn what if my team ain't moving. You know what you can do? You get another team. That means your activity in prospecting, right? This is what you got to do, Rowena, because that bill coming due on the first. And the beauty of this thing is you got 9 more days, and they will pay your ass another $3,000 in 9 days. They'll pay you another $3,000. In these next 9 days, they will pay you another $3,000. Primerica will cut your check for another $3,000 minimum. Your rent's gonna be due on the first. Landlord don't want to hear about none of that. They want their money, right? So my team ain't moving. I got to get another one. So what do I got to do? 25 inboxes don't work for you right now. Don't even talk about no 25. Rowena, while she's sitting in that new apartment, all damn day better be inboxing. And if they ain't responding on the inbox, she better get in her car or on the bus or whatever she got to do. And she got to go somewhere where people are. McDonald's, sit in the damn McDonald's all day. They're going to keep coming in and getting burgers and fries and milkshake, or Starbucks or Bread Company or Galleria Mall. I need to be where people are, because I got 9 days in this new apartment I just got. They want to see me. And if I got 9 days, the Primerica will cut me a check every single day. I'm not going to sit here and know that I am capable of making $4,200 when my team is setting appointments, but that team don't want to set no appointments no more. So in 9 days, I got to get a new damn team. And I can go fix that in 48 hours, Rowena. You can turn your life around. Don't matter about where you at or what's in your bank account right now. You have a license, and in 48 hours, that shit can be different. But see, you got to wake up and get off the damn couch when this call is over and put yourself in a position that the Rowena from July comes into the Rowena in the last 9 days in September. Because you already know what to do. I got to get some people, I got to get them to set the appointment. The old was Matthew always say, it is easier to give birth than it is to raise the dead. So go get a new recruit. Don't keep shaking the ones that already decided they don't want shit. They probably ain't even on the call right now. Or they just think they out of market and won't go through their phone. They got over 1,000 numbers in it and keep calling everybody and make them say no. That's what some of you guys challenging. You still got people in your phone that you won't make tell you no. You won't make the people who already in your phone, you won't make them tell you no. You sitting up and all you doing is inboxing 25 people every damn morning, and you got people in your phone that you ain't got a no from yet. Am I saying don't inbox? No, but that's fishing in a big ass sea. You got people in your phone that you ain't told you no yet. And your income is cut in half and you still trying to talk to strangers? Make the people, make your auntie who ain't seen your presentation tell you no. Right? So once you've done it, guys, you know that it can be done. And if it ain't getting done, it's because you accepted that. You sit down and you won't go back and reach into the month that you was great and shake yourself up and understand that you got the ability to make $4,200. And I got a new rent due, so I'm not accepting not making $4,200. Y'all gonna pay me another $3,000. Y'all gonna pay me another $3,500. Because I'm gonna put myself in a position to do exactly what I did in July. I had some recruits, I had them setting appointments, they was getting on the screen, and we was closing deals. So these next 48 hours, Rowena, it's your preparation to go get you another $3,000 before the end of this month. Put yourself in the way of people. Look through your cell phone, every damn person who's in there who you have not given an appointment to, and make them tell you no. By the end of the day, you make everybody on your cell phone tell you no. Make them tell you no. If you text them and they don't respond, hey, auntie, did you get that text? Because you don't accept not making $4,300 this month. You accepted that last month. Don't accept it this month. And when you take on that attitude, and if they ain't responded, you, like I said, you get on, I don't know if you got a car, whatever it is, you put yourself where people is. Them babies you got, the distractions, no, baby, that's your reason. That's your reason. Them ain't your distractions, them your reason. Come on, we going to the mall. And you know how to give them that look, sit y'all ass down. And they know what to do when you give them that look. They know what to do when you give them that look. And you gonna make that happen. That make sense?
Yes, sir.
You got 48 hours to set the tone. Because we don't expect somebody who made $4,200 to accept not making it. That ain't what this is. Whatever you did in July, I need you to do it these last 9 days. And I need you to intensify your efforts towards it. You gotta do it now with more intensity because you got 9 days, not 30. You gotta do what you did in July with more intensity. And that team, if the team that you built, if they want to play, they gonna play. If they don't want to play, your bill still due on the 1st. That make sense?
Yes, sir.
Let's go get that. DJ Cut. We got the massive flash on the line, DJ.
Yeah, of course I'm here.
All right, $4,200 in July. What you make in September? August, yeah.
August 2114.
Cut it in half. What happened? What changed?
Oh, I know what changed. I slowed down.
All right. So you slowed down. Was it based on other obligations, or you slowed down because psychologically just it wasn't speeding up?
Psychological. Yeah, you know, I don't duck, I don't run. Hold that mirror up. I know what I didn't do in August.
Right. So Lizzie says psychologically, and that's what sometimes we check out psychologically. But if you don't identify that and know, you don't adjust. So then you gotta look at, okay, so I diffused this month. Psychologically, I wasn't in the game. Whenever we're not in the game psychologically, guys, we talked about distracting our distractions. It'd be other stuff that be going through our mind. And what happens is we don't wake up with that primary energy. Y'all know what I'm talking about when I say that primary energy. You know how y'all wake up and we be geeking. We can't wait to get to it. Right. So what we have to figure out how to do, guys, and it ain't necessarily easy, but we got to figure out how to do it. We have to go find that man, that woman that had that primary energy, because sometimes you don't have that feeling. But you got to master when you don't have that feeling. How many of y'all ever get to the point where you don't feel like this shit? I know I do. Anybody else? I get like that. I be waking up and saying, I don't feel like this shit. But what I do is I act my way into a feeling. I act my way into a feeling. Like this morning, I didn't feel like this shit. But I got up 10 minutes earlier on the computer than what I was, and I started playing some music, and I had about 3 or 4 people on there. We just started jamming. Then all of a sudden, I acted my way into a feeling because I didn't wake up feeling like this shit. We're going to drive to Chicago 5. I don't feel like doing none of this today. But every single day when I wake up and I don't feel like a nut, so sometimes you feel like a nut and sometimes you don't. So I have to now go push myself and put myself in an environment and in the spirit that what I didn't feel like doing, I'm doing. So I woke up, here's what I did this morning, DJ Cut, because I didn't feel like doing this morning. I got up 10 minutes earlier only than I normally would, and I started singing and dancing with DM and Michelle and Eric, and there's one other person on here, Blue from Kansas City was on here. So we just danced and all this stuff. Then here's the second thing that I did. I started following up with all the recruits that I had on the op meeting from the day before. I'm like, hey, okay, did we set a time for this person, that person? I started getting action going. I started reaching back like you was doing the other day. You were reaching out back to people, man, you got to talk to today and all that. You kind of doing what I'm saying already. You positioning yourself and reaching back to people who we recruited last month, the month before, that ain't giving us nothing. I started digging back into that tree. I was like, all right, okay, good. How you doing? Boom, 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 boom. I started making some act. I started forcing myself into some activity. And then now, even though I don't feel like it, I done did so much that so much stuff gonna come my way that even though I don't feel like it, I got a whole bunch of activity. So I positioned myself to act my way into a feeling. And now what I didn't feel like doing, I ain't got no choice but to do. My whole day now is packed out because this morning I just didn't feel like this shit. But I ain't nowhere near where I want to be. So I had to go push myself to get into the position where I do feel like it. You got to act your way into a feeling. I don't feel like this shit. I'm tired. I'm exhausted. My recruits got me frustrated. All of that is facts, right? RVPs pisses me off sometimes, right? Ronell, get it together. You said you want to create more six-figure earners than anybody else in the world. You cannot say you don't, you cannot feel like it, but you can't let that be your resolve. So push yourself. Push yourself. What do you have to do to shake that spirit of you don't feel like being great? What do you got to do to shake yourself with that spirit of you don't feel like being great? What do you got to do to shake it off? And that's what you got to do. You got to fight, act your way into a feeling. Terry Underwood, Kansas City, Missouri, 4147 in July. What did you make in August?
A little bit over 1,000.
Okay, you quit your job, right?
Yes, I did.
I know just by the glasses you wear, your bills are more than $1,000 a month.
Yes, they are.
So tell me what changed from July to August.
I lost my momentum, and Matt always tells me that people can tell when you're being desperate. And I was getting no's that I was starting to get desperate. Like my presentation was being desperate. And I lost, excuse me, the comfortability of just going in there and letting it flow. So I had to, I'm just being transparent. I was being desperate because I needed the fucking money, excuse my language. But when you need the money, you do things differently, as opposed to just being comfortable and letting it flow. So I was being more of the desperado, like, come on, get this damn, come on, get this. And it was showing in my, presentation, or, it was just showing in my demeanor all the way around. So I've had to make some adjustments, talk to Matt, and, I'm on just to get it together, because I'm not going back to my job, and this has to work for me. I don't have no choice but for it to work.
Right. And I'm with you that we don't got no choice but to make this work. But however, I always say this to people, right? I always say, now listen to your head coach, but this is what I always say to people. I sent one of my regional leaders back to get a job. I sent them back. I told them, go back and get you a damn job. Now, I'm not saying that to you. I think you're good enough to go make it happen. However, guys, don't ever feel like it's shame to go take care of your family. Primerica would allow you to do this at any rate you want to do it at. It will allow you to do this at any rate that you need to do it at. Because sometimes we may need that job to take us to the level we need to be at. The job got other people's on it, stuff like that. So I ain't telling you to go get one, Terry, and I ain't telling you not to go get one. I'm not saying that either ways are. I'm just saying at the end of the day, if you ain't figured this shit out and your bills still due, pay them. That's what I'm saying to you. Your bills still due, pay them. There's no shame in having a job. This is the best part-time opportunity in the world. And at some point, you go full-time, become a vice president, all your dreams become your reality. But there's no shame, guys, in having a job, right? I just was at a point that I couldn't go get one for plenty of reasons. But hey, listen, it came at the end of the day, if we was going to get thrown out, I had to go do something. I just didn't know no job was going to pay me 20, 30 grand a month like I was making, right? But if I was at Primerica making 2 or 3 grand and I wasn't doing what was required to go get that, I'm telling you right now, even me, I probably would have got a job. But 2, 3 grand wasn't gonna do nothing for us. So I didn't have no options to know where to go that was gonna pay me what I needed anyway. So hell, I just might as well figure this out or die. That's kind of where I was at with it. But if I was making 2 or 3 grand, I probably would have got a job when we went through what we went through. Can't swear to it, but I might have. But I wasn't gonna get evicted. I'm telling you that right now. I wasn't gonna get evicted. Either I was gonna get it together or I was gonna have to go get it together. It's gonna be one or the other. So here's what I would say. Miss Terry made $1,000 last month, $4,100 now. I will be probably betting to say that you're not over 1,000 for September yet, right? Because the momentum, the steam comes all the way out. If you don't catch it, the steam comes all the way out. So I think one of the things, Terry, the same thing like I told Rowena, right? When you are here, guys, and you lost your momentum, I told y'all guys the other day, you cannot creep out of a slump. And as we talking now, everybody's in a slump that we talking about. These people incomes got cut down. You're in a slump. You can't do the same thing, right? You got to go figure out how to create massive amount of activity. And you can't wake up and say, well, damn, what I'm going to do? No, you got to write down a plan. The Bible said without a vision, the people perish. But it's saying write the vision down and make it plain so whoever picks it up and read it can run with it. Most of you guys don't got a plan. You got bills coming up in 9 days and you ain't wrote out a plan. You're just like, I'm going to get it together. No, your mental ain't going to allow you to. You are a little bit depressed because you ain't got no money and you know you're 9 days away from that mortgage being due. So you can't think through it. You can't stay here. You got to write this down. Here's what I'm going to go do. And you write this thing out. I need $4,000 or $3,000 or $2,000 in 9 days. I can't just wake up and like, I'm going to go out and make the money. It's not going to happen. If that was going to happen, you would have did it already. Mm-hmm. You would have did it already. Said most people don't plan to fail. Nobody planned on, oh man, I made $4,000 in July and I ain't even make half of that in August. In September, I'm way off track. Nobody plans to fail. They just fail to have a plan. So you got to write your plan down. Here's what I'm going to do today. I'm going to go and inbox 50 people. If they don't respond in within an hour, so that I got people to quote and people to do a presentation in an hour, if I ain't got no traction, I got 24 hours today. I inboxed for an hour. What do you do hour 2? Because if you don't write it down, you find yourself looking at the damn TV and you kind of depressed. And next thing you know, it's nighttime and you ain't did shit outside of 25 inboxes. And you lost another day towards the first. You got to write this down. At 11 o'clock, this is what from 10 to 11, this is what I'm going to be doing. And if I get some response from 11 to 12, I'm going to be following up, giving presentation. But if that don't work, then at 1 o'clock, this is what I'm going to be doing. And from 1 o'clock to 3 o'clock, I'm going to be doing this. And it all has to be positioning yourself for this evening or tomorrow. You have a massive amount of activity, but you got to draw this plan out. It can't be here because there's too much happening throughout the course of the day to keep all your plans in your head. Soon as somebody pisses you off, it distracts that plan. What compartment did you leave what you going to do to go get out this slump in your brain when somebody pissed you off that it don't go away? That's why you got to put it on paper. So when that distraction comes, you get right back to your vision. Okay, at 12 o'clock, I'm supposed to be here. At 1 o'clock, I'm supposed to be here. At 3 o'clock, I'm supposed to be here doing this, all to create activity. Are you in a slump all day from 10 o'clock to midnight? From 10 o'clock to midnight, if you're in a slump and your bills are coming up, everything that you're doing from 10 a.m. to midnight has got to be oriented towards getting you some activity. Income producing activity, IPA. Income producing activity is what I have to be consumed with from 10 a.m. to midnight. Every hour on the hour has to be accounted for when you're in a slump. If you want to get out of it, if you're serious and don't want to go back and get no job, you better have some IPA all day. That's the formula, that's the solution. IPA all damn day. Income producing activity. Because from 10 o'clock to 12 midnight, most of y'all don't have no income producing activity. And you don't know it because you don't have no plan written down. Most people don't plan to fail. They fail to have a fucking plan. You cannot hope that this work for you. You can't wake up and hope this work for you. You have to have a plan and it has to be written down. So when you get off track, you can get yourself back on track because it's plain to you. It's 3 o'clock and you caught up in something else. You say, wait a minute, because it's written out. Wake up. up every day and try to see what happened. Okay, we got a presentation 2, 4, 6, and 8. No. What you got on? You need your every hour planned out. You can't be in a position where you sit back and see how good it is to other people and it don't be good to you. You got to have a plan. And if you have a challenge with putting a plan together, reach out, help me. I had one of my guys text me the other day, hey, Ronnie, I need you to help me with this. Well, one of my RVPs, and he want to put together a plan. Guess what I'm going to do? Sit down and help him put together his plan. If he win, I win. If he lose, I lose. Right? Every hour on the hour. Who is this young lady right here? At the bottom, the $2,000 lady. Who's the first one? Who's that? Nobody know who that is? Okay, nobody knows who she is. All right, she must be gone. All right, who is this? This somebody got a field training bonus that was over 2,000. That was a good job, but don't nobody remember her. Who is this right here?
That's Regina Johnson.
Regina Johnson, you on the line, young lady? Hey, can you give me something to drink? They wearing my tonsils out this morning. Is Regina on? D-Love, what did Regina make last month?
About $5,000.
Last month?
Last month. No,
yeah,
no,
September. No, we know this month she made $2,000. No, the month before that she made $5,000. I'm talking about in August.
I think $800.
$800. So we seen in July she made August she made. I mean July she made over 2,000. She ain't online, so I want to address her. Who's this right here? Next to Regina, who is that?
Charles Woods.
Charles Woods, where you at? Is he on, Tiffany?
I didn't see him.
All right. Do y'all think Charles Woods made at least $2,000 last month?
Yeah, last month. I doubt it.
All right, good. So
No,
here's one thing I want everybody that's RVP, regional leader, division leader. Here's what I want you guys to make sure y'all do every single morning after y'all inboxes. Every single morning, I want you guys to go to Team Track. Go to Team Track, and it's going to allow you to see your team's cash, how much money they made. It's going to show you. If you hit all levels of your hierarchy, it's going to show you how much money your team is making. And even on your app, when you go to your Primerica app, you hit Primerica Now, there's a box that says Team Cash. That means outside of you, this is how much money your team made. Make sure you're conscious of that, right? Who is this beautiful couple right here next to Charles Woods now? Who is this beautiful couple right here?
That will be me.
They got matching outfits on. So in July, y'all made over $2,000. What happened? What y'all make in August?
0.
Why?
Well, I had some CODs and I had a denied, and then just lack of activity.
That's why you made 2,000. It wasn't the CODs. It wasn't a denial. You made less than 2,000 because you didn't have no activity, right? Now, having the denials is a part of the business. Having CODs is a part of the business. You made less than $2,000 because you didn't have no activity. So as Sue and Hezzy,
actually, I'm sorry. I mean, I had activity. I just wasn't closing anything. I mean, and I know I need to do more activity, but
yeah. Okay.
I just couldn't close.
Why do you feel like you didn't close?
I don't know. Like, I think I did my presentations, correct. I felt like they should have gotten. I'm like, what's wrong with them? But evidently something wrong with me because it's not close. And I just didn't have enough. I need more activity.
Right. So how many appointments you say you average a day?
A day?
On average.
I would say I probably had 4 a week.
Okay. Yeah. So you ain't have enough to close.
Right.
Right. So here's the thing, because you full-time too, Sue. So again, she's 4 appointments a week. There's a reason for only having 4 appointments a week. Tell me what that reason is. I know it's lack of activity, but specific. Right up. Daddy on the call. Okay. I need you to go in your room and play with something that's really quiet right now, like your phone. That phone about you? I want you to go play with that for about an hour, okay? Go get your phone and get on YouTube. Okay? Thank you. So there's a reason why you average 4 appointments. So I don't want your response to be lack of activity, because if that's your response, then that's not going to change. Right? So why specifically did you average 4 appointments a week? I know lack of activity, so that's not the answer. That's what everybody say. That's not the answer.
Well, one thing was I was putting too much into people who don't want it like I do. So this month I'm like just putting it into myself, and then, I'm sending out messages to my team. I'm trying to meet with them. I only have, who shows up, and that's all I'm rolling with. Whoever want to roll with me.
Right. So how many inboxes do you do every single morning on average?
For the last, I want to say 9 or 10 days, I've been doing about 30 to 40.
Okay. So what's your percentage of response to that?
Well, like this morning, I got 2 responses that wanted quotes. My percentage, let me see, my percentage. I've been getting responses, whether negative or positive. I've been getting responses. I don't know really what percentage. I'm sorry.
All right. Would you say more? Did you say less than 10 though? If you send out 40, are you getting 4 responses out of 40?
Right. Yeah, less than 10. Yes.
All right. So less than 10% response. So then what it goes to is, okay, I get less than 10% response, and I had to mute you because somebody has some background noise, TVs and all that playing. So unmute yourself. If I'm getting less than a 40% response, I'm sending out 40 inboxes. You got 2 options. 2. You can increase how many people you inboxing. That's one way. Still gonna get less than a 10% response. Actually, less than 5. Nothing wrong with it. You just got to get it. Like when you get somebody, like my last 3 recruits all came from inboxes that I've been doing over the last 3 days, right? But the second thing is, you gotta go meet some people face to face. Like if you are in a slump, guys, you have to make that schedule. I'm gonna inbox from this time. Okay, I got that part done. But now what? Because I can't not make $1,000, and this is my full time, and I got a mortgage, and I got a husband, and I cannot not do that. And then the second thing, you got to change what you're doing on the front end. When you ain't got that massive activity, when you do get a recruit. See, for me, I'm ready to go rebuild my base shop in a minute, right? I have to make an adjustment based on where I'm at right now. I need to suppose these next 10 days, I need to go do about $30,000 in production in my base shop minimally. Right? But one thing Ronell don't do is I don't leave my new recruits to set their own appointments, to build their own list. None of that. No, I don't. No, I hired somebody. Right? If you can't do it, you hire somebody to do it. I hire somebody to, anytime I get a new recruit, they build that list with that recruit. We ain't worry about the new recruit not building the list, not getting it. I got somebody to build a list with them. I got somebody to set 10 appointments with them. And when somebody set 10 appointments with them and build a list with them, when somebody do that with them, I know it got done. I'm not gonna be like, go away, come back and set 10 appointments and holler at me. No. Hey, okay, next thing we'll do, listen, what out of those people that's on the list, what 3 will give you an appointment the fastest? Click over and call them on a 3-way. See, I gotta go make it happen. I gotta have a sense of urgency. And again, I know certain people on my team, we talking about all my team ain't moving this. Okay, they've already showed you that. So guess what that means? You ain't got no team. So what you gotta do? Right, if you don't be quiet, I'm coming in there. Quiet. So if you ain't got no team, you acknowledge that. That ain't no bad thing. Man, when my team ain't moving, I'm thankful that they show me that they ain't gonna move. Because you know what I know? Exactly what I gotta do. I ain't tripping off of none of that. When you show me you ain't moving, I know what I need to do. Because I know how to do it. I got you. If I got you, I know what to do to go get another. Hey, my team ain't moving. Hallelujah. I thank God the moment you show me you ain't gonna move. You got the information, you got the insight. I showed you what I need to do. You understand it, and you decided not to. Thank you for letting me know early. I'm about to go do this thing all over again because it doesn't matter what your team doing or not doing. You know exactly what to do. You know what I'm doing right now? Sue, you know what I'm doing right now? I'm hunting rabbits. That's what I'm doing right now. I'm hunting rabbits. I'm just looking for somebody that's going to say, hey, Ronell, you can dump yourself into me. Right now. I'm just getting an influx of people right now. That's what I'm doing right now. I'm going to go and find me another demand. I'm telling y'all. This is what I do. When it starts slowing down, and the people that I already got know what to do, but they may not be doing it, I start hunting rabbits. Because I'm going to find somebody going to say, well, damn, man, you making that kind of money? You can show me how to do it. Somebody, if you got enough going on, somebody's going to say, you can really show me how to go do that. They're going to have that look in their eye. But you got to position yourself where you can go find that person who got that look in their eye. That's what I'm doing right now. I'm gonna find somebody else who has that look in their eye. Because at a point, people in the business decide what they're gonna do and what they're not gonna do. They decided already. You gotta be hunting for rabbits. You keep dripping on them other ones, because one day they may wake up and realize that they can be great, but I'm hunting rabbits. What are you doing? You know the fundamentals of getting a recruit, build a list, set appointments, go on them. And you know that. You know that. So if you in a slump, how many are you getting? How many are you getting? See, you control that part. Inboxes ain't working. You go to bed. Inboxes ain't working. They ain't responding like I need to respond to pay the bills that I got due. And you stop there? No, baby. Don't let the month get closed in on you. You got to get up and go do some more. Because all you need is one rabbit. Y'all know how much premium I wrote in Demand Warm Market? Y'all know how much I wrote in Demand Warm Market?
40,000.
Yeah. Hunting rabbits.
Hey, Ronell. so let me make sure I heard this right? But I want my team and some of the people, some couple of people follow me back on this. You said you don't let them make the first appointments. You have somebody help them, or you do it yourself?
Hey, hit stop share, Eric. Hit stop share. I think hit stop share, Eric. Michelle, you on the line? Michelle, go right on.
Yes.
What happens when Ronell get a recruit?
I get on the line with them. I put in their IBA. I send them the orientation video, and I tell them when to call me. If they don't, I'm on their heels. I get them on my Zoom. We build a list
together.
I have some people that give me pushback and tell me they don't know anyone, so I pull up the memory jogger, and we build a list. I know if they watch the video or not because I ask them, how do you get paid as a trainee? How do you get paid when you're in training? If they can't answer that question, they didn't watch the video. So I send them back to the video.
So wait, Michelle. So you don't just send them the script and say, call. You help them. Is that what you're saying?
Yes, we do it together. Yes.
Oh, what? That is amazing. Yeah. That is amazing. Got a couple people that tell people to just tell them to make the calls. I'm like, no, we help them with the first 3-4 calls so they can get used to it, because everybody's not good at making calls. That's the hardest part about our business.
Hey, but so wait a minute, check this out, Matt. How many do we have with, Michelle?
10. We make 10 calls. But here's the thing, you have some people that give pushback and they don't want to call with you. And I explain to them why they don't want to go that route.
No, we do 10 with them. And you know what else we do, Michelle? What do they get when they set 10?
$25.
Oh, we say if you set 10, you get $25. We give them a reason to set 10. Listen, I need 10 appointments. I know if I get 10 appointments, I'm at least going to close a policy. Is that worth the $25 investment? Y'all, listen, I gave y'all a game. Some of y'all be listening to me, and then you get off of it. And then we end up here. I gave y'all a game. I said incentivize them to go have a reason to go set 10 appointments then. You're going to break the record. We're going to give you a $25 cash out. I got to, listen, I've been off for over a month. But as soon as I'm ready to get back in the game, I know what to do. I ain't trying to chain it up. Michelle here, I got some recruits. We got them on the line. She helped me process them. We give them $25. I pay her from getting it all done. I don't change the system. What are you talking about? I want them to set 10 appointments, 10. Because I know if they set 2 or 3, guess what I know going to happen? Anybody want to guess what's going to happen when they set 2 or 3 appointments? Anybody want to guess? What's going to happen when a new recruit set 2 or 3 appointments? Somebody want to guess?
Probably won't show up.
Close.
The magic word is nothing. The magic word is nothing. But you won't position yourself where your people setting 10 appointments every time because you're going to have to invest $25. I gave y'all the game months ago. And y'all still accepting 2 or 3 appointments. I get 10 from every one of them. I get 10. When I'm recruiting and I'm building, when that mental go off and right there, so I'm hunting rabbits, they gonna have 10 appointments. I'm gonna entice them to have 10. They don't know about what's gonna happen if we close it. I'm gonna send you a $25 cash out right now. Right now. Set 10, you're getting 25 right now. Send me a request. And I got 10 appointments. You ain't putting 10 people on my screen, baby. And it ain't gonna close nothing. You ain't putting 25 on my screen and we ain't gonna close nothing. That's what I know. So when they set 10, I give them 25. So guess what they fighting to go do? Set 10. You still saying, go set some appointments. Go build the list. Call me when you get done. Let me know who your appointment's with. Come on. You did that too many times to keep on tricking yourself like that works. You've done that too many times to keep convincing yourself that that works. You've done that too many times to keep convincing yourself that that works. Somebody say it with me. It don't work. Say it with me. It don't work. I'm never interested in how many appointments they got when we do that. I'm interested in how many they missed. I'm interested in how many they missed.
Coach, are you frozen?
One moment, Coach.
Is this
I mean, one more, guys. Coach will be right back. I'm happy.
That's a mean stare down.
St. Louis Wi-Fi.
I was going to say, I thought he had Kansas City Wi-Fi for a minute.
No, St. Louis.
He just staring us down.
and Metro PCS.
Baby, you not on here.
Look at Kiana. Look at Kiana. And Metro PCS.
As soon as I heard Kiana say something happened, I was like, why would you say that in front of Matthew? Why would you say that in front of Matthew? Something to my computer. That's not my internet.
I hear you. St. Louis Wi-Fi.
Anyways, I'm still on St. Louis Wi-Fi. Now I'm on my cell phone. But listen, guys, if I'm in a position I'm in, and I'm making sure that my people got 10 appointments set, why wouldn't you? If there's anybody on the call that don't have to make sure that they people got 10 appointments set, guess who that person is? Anybody want to guess?
You.
It's me. And I don't do it. I pay Michelle. I pay her. I don't just be like, hey, Michelle, can you help my recruits out? I pay her to make sure my people got appointments, to make sure that they built the list. This ain't got I pay her per appointment. per recruit, per IBA, to make sure what needs to get done gets done.
What if we both did that?
And you still say, call me back. How this working out? So my whole point is, guys, you got to have a plan. You got to be systematic. You got to have a plan. You got to be systematic. You can't hope that it works. You got to make it work. You got to go do this. Listen, I'm telling you, I promise y'all. I promise y'all. I give y'all the whole game. I tell y'all stuff that RVPs don't normally tell their people. I'm telling you. I'm telling you stuff that RVPs don't normally tell their people. Now you think, for somebody in their mind, they feel like they shouldn't give them the whole game. I give y'all the whole game. Even my RVP. There is no RVP that over our RVP that really, truly want their RVPs to promote RVPs. They don't want that. They don't. People who has RVPs, y'all understand the whole deal yet. People who got RVPs don't want their RVPs to produce RVPs. You say, right now, that sound crazy? No, it's not crazy. In their mind, they cut their income in half. When their RVP produce an RVP, they cut their income in half. I don't see it that way. I think I get more volume. I think I make more money. Matter of fact, I prove to be right. What we making now, before promoting 4 RVPs, we make 3 times as much. Everybody don't see it that way. But I can't do nothing if I'm telling y'all, hey, we set 10 appointments with the people I recruit. Hey, we build a list with them. Hey, we give them $25 to set 10 appointments. We give them $25 to set 10 appointments. I can't do nothing if you won't do it. I'm giving you the game. You're recruiting people, and you never get 10 appointments out of them. Michelle, how many days is it before they get to their 10th appointment? How many days? I recruit them today, you start building a list. How many days is it down the road before they get 10 appointments?
Oh, it's today.
I mean, it's the same day. How about that? The same day they set 10. The same day. It's $25 attached to it. You think $25 ain't nothing. I know they don't know how they're going to get to work this week. That's what I know. Let me open it up for questions, guys, before we wrap this thing up. I'm opening it up for questions, guys. But I want you guys to consider the things that you heard today, right? And I want you to consider from a standpoint of implementation, right? Sure, plan out hour for hour on what you're going to do to go make sure your business do it. Don't accept Primerica not giving you $2,000 if you're full-time by the end of this month. Don't accept that. Even if you're part-time, you should want to make that list. You should be fighting like crazy. Your pride, when your people get on the presentation, they see your picture on that you made at least $2,000. They feel good about joining you. They feel good about joining you. $2,000 ain't nothing but 5 or 6 policies. A Vivid. Come on, guys. Your people feel good about that. But if you don't go draw out your plan on how this going to happen, guys, I promise you, it's 24 hours in a day. You sleep in 8 of them, and 16, you got to figure out what you're doing with the change of your day. All y'all got some change left on your day. What you doing with your spare change? What you doing with your spare change? You got 16 hours after you wake up. And even if you got a job, you work for them 8. That's 16 gone. You got 8 left. 2 hours with the kids and homework and food. You got 6 left. What you doing with your change? Because what you're doing with your change is what's going to produce change. If you want change in your life, you got to figure out what you're doing with the change in your life. You got 6 hours. If you full-time job, you got 6 hours worth of change left on your day. What you doing with that change to make a change? You got to really itemize that. You have to itemize that. Got to have a plan. Let me open it up for any questions, guys, before we go around the horn to our RVPs. Any questions?
Hey, Ronell, I just want to say something.
Go ahead.
I started Undercut on Saturday. And when I say I've been tired ever since. Ever since I started on Saturday, I've been tired. I already work full time. I have a full-time job. Yesterday was like super busy. I ain't have no downtime, but I was creating a list as I was working. I got to calling people as soon as I got home. I had enough time to get to calling people before a certain time till it got late to calling people. I've noticed my change in my sleeping habits because I told Cut, I got to change my habit if I want to make this work, because I usually come home, relax, sit, I already have my full day of work. I'm tired of people type stuff. So I'm sitting here chilling, watching TV. But last night, I'm like, okay, I'm getting these numbers. I'm calling these people. But yesterday, for some odd reason at my full-time job, I ain't have no downtime when I normally do on Monday. It was so busy. It was freakishly busy. I don't know. I don't understand. But as soon as I stepped in the house, I started calling people. I got 6 people to get on these calls last night within 3 hours.
You were determined. You see,
I was determined.
You didn't let their job wear you out from your business.
Exactly.
And the only thing I'm going to advise you to do, because you want to stay on that trend, now make it a schedule. See, I don't know if I'm going to get a break in between their job, and really, honestly, you shouldn't be cheating them on their clock. The Bible says, render on the Caesar what's Caesar's. They pay you to do a job for them. I don't necessarily think that you should be stealing their time and doing primary work. I don't think that's really a lot of honor in that. I don't think there's a lot of honor in that. You should give them what they pay you for. Render on the Caesar what's Caesar's. He paid you to do that job, do his job. And let that be your encouragement to get the hell off of it. When you're working for them, you work for them. There's no honor amongst thieves. There's no honor amongst thieves. When you're on somebody else's clock doing primary work, you stealing. They paying you to do their job. I think you should do it well. And when you get off, have a schedule for your business. You can't do 2 things at once. No way. You cheating them both when you're doing that. Ask Dr. Love. You cheating them both. Go build yourself up to where you can fire your boss and then you can get yourself your full-time commitment when the time is right. But when you get off your work, Letitia, your job, your JOB, your journey out of broke, your just over broke, you'll jump out of bed when you leave there. You have a plan. When I get home at 6, I'm going to make calls from 6 to 7. I'm going to send out inboxes from 6 to 7. Or I'm going to make calls from 7 to 8. You make a plan. I'm going to do appointments from this time to this time. You make a plan. I know what their schedule is and what they want me to do. But when I get done, before I go and after I get home and on my lunch break, this is what I'm going to do for my family. That's it. Just have a plan. That's it. That's all. Have a plan. So great job, young lady. We're proud of you. Keep up the great work. We're just looking for some explosive things out of you. Anybody else? Anybody else have anything before we go around to our RVPs?
Thank you, Coach.
Anytime.
I needed that.
Thank you.
Go
Thank
ahead.
you.
Go ahead. Right now.
Go ahead.
Just a quick suggestion, because we have several people that kind of get tied up with who is who on the slides. You know how they'll have the individual's name and maybe what they used to do, like their past job or whatever, but their name. So just a suggestion, maybe we should add that so when they're studying the slides, they can get that stuff right.
Yeah, I thought about that, but those names change. Like I said, if I pull up the slide that Eric just had up, it's about 50 names on there. And we pull up the next slide for the next month, being like 30 something. And Dante put that together for us. And I have a hard time, Kakasha, honestly, just getting the people to give me their damn picture.
Well, I can understand. What about the RVPs?
If somebody don't know, I don't mind putting the RVP things on there. Let me say that. I don't mind that. That's easy.
And they past careers.
Yeah, I don't mind doing that, but I don't want to for one reason. Y'all know what that is? One reason. People that's presenting.
It's 3 times a week.
It's 3. There you go. It's 3. You see this 3 times a week, and it should be saying more than that because each base shop is doing their own. If somebody's presenting and don't know who the RVPs is and don't know the Mac came from damn Dollar Tree, that's because they ain't paying no attention.
Wait a minute.
I don't mind doing it. But how does a person that say they want this career? You're right. It ain't gonna hurt us nothing to put the RVPs in. I kind of want to do it, but I don't want to do it because how do we get a person that's been here and now you're going to present? You plugged in. We do these every day. You can sing Barry White's song from the beginning to the end, and you can't tell me that Damon and Lakeisha came from a litigation background. We got the thing on recording, and nothing ever changed about the past of Dormond, Mike Green, Dennis Love, Rondell Burns. Nothing changed. We got it on recording. And you get ready to present. And you like, I think the mind them, they like sold raffle tickets. I've seen this happen. They had a raffle ticket company. That's what they said. Are you kidding me? So I agree with Kaka. So we can easily put that on. That's an easy fix. But we got to also question ourselves. How is it you to the point now when you get ready to present, you done seen this thing 15 times before it's time for you to say it, and you got the recording. 5 people that make over 10 grand a month and teach you how to do it, and we on the, you don't know the story? Like, yeah, we're going to put the names on the bottom there, but guys, you really got to question yourself. Are you really in tune with this thing that can change your life to this capacity when you don't even know that? See, when I had a stint with a company called American Income, they made us, before we ever went in the field, we had to know the presentation from front to back, word for word, verbatim. Verbatim. And if we didn't have it down word for word verbatim, and they had a 20-page presentation, if we missed one word, we couldn't go in the field and make no money. Because here's what they said. If you can learn Biggie whole song, why the hell can't you learn a presentation? Oh, that's right. It don't make you feel good. You won't make what makes you feel good, not what make you live good. Think about that for a minute. You want the stuff that make you feel good, not make you live good. Think about that for a moment. What did Biggie know that you didn't? Biggie knew that if he can get the whole world saying, Biggie, 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 can't you see? Sometimes your words just hypnotize me. See, Biggie knew if he can get all of y'all singing his lyrics and it made you feel good, it'll cause him to live good. Ronell just trying to get y'all to sing, Biggie, 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 can't you? And you better feel good about your opportunity. You'll learn it. See, when you feel good about your possibilities in Primerica, when that starts, how your life can be, if you think about living good, not feeling good, things change. We're going to put the names up on the bottom. Maybe. We're going to talk about that. But if we got folks that's presenting and don't know that, how in tune are you? You got your favorite song. They just came out with what the girl Beyonce got the step to right, right to front, slide a little bit. Ooh,
right to front.
Wait a minute, hold on.
Hey, please stop.
Raya. Come here,
my
Raya.
God,
right to front.
Watch this. Right, come here. Watch this.
How dare you?
As long as you don't do
it. Sing this song for me. Turn it down, lift it up, stop. Low to the floor. Step on. Sing
You're messing it up.
Sing. They said I'm messing up. Sing
She like, I don't know what song that is because that ain't right.
You're not gonna sing it?
Why?
Go ahead, sing it.
You gotta put on it.
Hold on. She
Before I Let Go.
Before I Let Go. Yeah. How many of y'all know that song?
Before I Let Go.
How many of y'all know that song?
Before I Let Go.
Who on here know the song?
I do.
Or y'all want to be shamed now?
We know the song.
I don't know all the
I don't really know the song.
Y'all know the lyrics, right? Okay, wait a minute.
I know Mace's version.
Yeah, we know.
No, Frankie
Right.
Beverly's version.
Hold on, wait a minute. Hold on.
See that tell you how much I know.
Yeah, I know the Frankie Beverly version.
I'm familiar with it.
Y'all hear that?
Uh-huh.
All right. My daughter's shy, but I'm going to get that for y'all. But
I gotta sing it. Turn it back on. Gotta start.
Be shy. All right, good. Let me finish. Go ahead. Go back in there. All right. So my point is, guys, that we learn what we want to learn. But we'll do that. So anyway, let me go around some more RVPs, guys, before we shut this thing down, before I let go. Mike Green, what's your thoughts, brother?
Great training as usual. They needed to hear this. What you spoke to with the young lady about her about having 9 days before that rent's due. That hit home, and I'm sure that hit home with everybody. Great training.
Awesome. Dennis Love, what's your thoughts, brother?
Man, I got a collective of thoughts, man. You know, first of all, I'm gonna say, Ronell Burns, you did it again. You know, I always ask you, man, where do you come through with this, man? But this definitely is resonated.
Hey, D-Love, my intention was that people practice the presentation today.
I saw that, and I saw it.
Eric messed us up. Eric messed us up.
Yeah, but man, it's spot on, man. You know, when I think about this, man, guys, we got Super Saturday coming up, guys, and you know it's an amazing thing. You definitely want to be there, guys. I hope you guys are planning to be there. But I remember, man, coming to live presentations and live Super Saturdays and things, and I didn't have a team and I didn't have people with me, but I always, as I engage in even trainings, 8 o'clock trainings, guys, op meetings, whatever, I'm coming to learn. I got the spirit to learn. And I'm saying that to say this, you know, a lot of people aren't field trainers, and some of you all are trying to be field trainers, and you guys are messing up because you don't really know certain things like the presentation. You don't know the individuals that are on the front 2 slides. And guys, listen, we're doing that 3 days a week. There's really no reason why you shouldn't know it. I mean, all due respect to Kasha, you know, but if people are tuning in and you're studying, you're going to know that stuff. You're going to know the names, you're going to know the history and whatnot. And that's how you move forward to get better. And, you know, I talk to Ronell and I ask questions. I ask Matthew questions. I ask Dormon questions because I want to get better all the time. You know, I watch Matthew have a team, obliterate that team, or maybe they obliterated themselves, and he built another team. I love my team. I love the fight of my team, but Matthew, he says it's easier to birth new life than to raise the dead. I am in the process of adding to my team. The way that I know, you know, just like Ronell said today, and I was doing it naturally, so look at what has happened to where, you know, you were and where it is. Well, I know that when I began to make this run, Ronell, I was promoting at minimum 6 district leaders per month. I haven't promoted 6 district leaders at minimum the last 2 months. So you know what that said to me, guys? I got to go recruit new people. I have a list that I'm actually out here grinding to recruit new people so I can get them in the field. I'm not dependent on my team. A lot of times, guys, what happens is we think we have a team, guys, but you know, I remember hearing Ronell tell Dormon, you don't have an organization. You got a base shop. And so you know what? Sometimes I say to myself, I don't have a team. I'm a district leader and I gotta go build. And so we got to always be doing that, guys. You got to always be tracking yourself to say, you know what, I got to go get better at this. I got to continue to build because this is a people's business. And what you learn in this thing is that people change their minds sometimes. People change their minds on themselves. So they're definitely going to change their minds on you. But this is the beauty of Primerica. You got your contract. You can decide and dictate. We got so many stories in here. You know, Deanne, $100,000 in the base shop. Dormon, $100,000 in the base shop. With, you know, we got stories of people doing things on a district leader contract. Guys, to get on that slide, $2,000, I think that's about 7 policies in a month. And you're on that $2,000 slide because we don't really acknowledge rep and senior rep. We're all district leaders and above here for real, you know. So 7 policies going to get you on that slide. And I know all of the RVPs, we want you on the slide because we compete about how many people we got on the front. And so we want you to win. And then I think it was so key that Ronell stated that, listen, and Dormon is big on, man, you know, it's Primerica over everything, but we don't want you struggling. You know, we prefer you not have a job, but if you not getting to the money, guys, you got to get to the money. We want you to feed your family. So I could go on and on, man, but man, this was incredible, man. It's much needed, man. I always love these trainers that do something for my spirit, man. And I hope it did for you what it did for me.
Absolutely. Hey, D-Love, man, thanks, man. You mean tell me I'll be busting balls like that? Demar, my top producer, you mean tell me I went on here and told him he had no organization?
Yes, sir.
Hey, you know what Demar always tell his team? You know what he tell his team, D?
What did he tell him?
Yeah, I don't want to be coached by Rondell. That's what he always tells me. Yeah, I don't want to be coached by the dude. I'm telling y'all ain't ready. So thanks, Dr. Love, man. Appreciate it. Matthew, here, bird call. Come on with your sneezing self. You're sneezing all online, right in the middle of D-Love talking.
You heard that?
Yeah, we heard. You came off mute by accident. I'll be goddamn. Think about it, man. People can actually come off of mute on accident.
Shots fired. Shots fired.
Pew, pew, pew.
Hey, I'm gonna say, let us pray. Let us pray today. Jesus Christ said in Matthew 20:45, "Thou shalt not." All right, I was all right, bro. Good Lord. I'm gonna let you get that off today, Ronell, man. But anyway, all right, man. I apologize, Dennis. I'm sorry. I didn't know that. That's crazy. I'm feeling some way about that. That's crazy. Hey, man, don't be doing me like that, bro. Now you done messed up my whole mindset, chain of thought. I was about to get some good stuff. All right. Man, number one, man, I say this, man. The biggest part about everything we're talking about, man, is understanding, man. I'm staying on this because we went a week on this. People give their why, you know what I mean? But you won't give everything that you can to go figure out how to do this presentation. You know what I mean? Some of you guys gave your why. You was out here crying, but you didn't figure out how to get better at your presentation. You know what I mean? When I say don't give your why and go to sleep, cry and go to sleep, this is what I'm talking about. A lot of you guys don't know the presentation back and forth simply because you don't have to. Simply because you don't have to, right? If your job requires you to do it, you would do it. If your job required you to know the dime, you would know the dime in less than a day or two. But, again, if somebody's not requiring you to do it, you're not going to do it for that reason. And that's the thing that gets me the most, to be like, man, folks are not learning this presentation simply because they don't have to. The biggest thing about this business is, you don't have a boss, right? But it hurts a lot of people not having a boss because we're so used to people telling you, you have to do this. We're so used to being slave-minded that if people don't tell you that you have to do it, you won't do it. So that's the biggest focus about what we're talking about today. I want you guys to understand, we got to go out here and get this thing done. And then when we talk about it's an effort thing, Miss Cherry was right. You guys, when you're desperate, man, people smell fear on you. They smell bullshit on you just like a dog. They smell you trying to get money out of them. They smell you trying to sell them. They smell you trying to give them some more bull crap and talking all fast and doing all kind of, all right, get this policy. They smell it. So you got to put yourself in position where you don't make people feel like you're trying to sell it to them. You make people feel like you genuinely care if their family gets this. Because if you don't do that at that point and they don't feel that way, they come up with all these crazy excuses. Man, I can't. Man, give me till next week. Give me a couple days. Because they feel like you're trying to sell them. So you got to slow down and make some things happen, man. This training has been absolutely phenomenal because I needed my team to hear the booking the appointments thing. I needed them to hear that because when I say that, I'll be like, man, we got to book our appointments. People are not ready to do that. You have to book the appointments. And then what they do is somebody else will call somebody else. Can you do this? Can you? What? You know how to do it. You're not even trying to do it. And then you wonder why your production ain't where it needs to be. Things like that, man. So phenomenal training, bro. I can go on and on and on. Like you said, this thing hit home for me. You know what I mean? Like everybody was saying, man, we got days to go, man. We got to pay these mortgages. We got to pay rent. We got to pay these lights, water, gas. We got to keep recruiting. We got to keep hunting for wabbits. You know what I'm saying? We got to keep hunting for wabbits, man, and make it happen, man. I'm starting to recruit again, man. I got my team starting to see me put people on the screen on a regular because it's about to go down, man. We got to go get this done. Like Dennis said, I gotta get this base shop back going, man. So I'm focused. We gotta get back to that 100. I don't want to be the person that said we used to do 100. I don't want to be that. I don't want to be that person. I don't want to be the person that said, they did 100,000 on the base shop, and they look on the board, I got 40. They was like, man, this dude don't do no $100,000 base shop. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to be that person. So we rocking, man. We got to get it going back together, man. Great training.
Absolutely. Thank you, brother. Mr. Wonderful.
You rain.
What's your thoughts, bro?
Hey, I think this just gave me a reminder, man, of, being when I was in the base shop, guys, at 8 o'clock training call is actually when I got called out on my cash flow matched with my premium. And I always say this, man, one thing about a great coach gonna praise you, but they gonna also call you out, right? And if you got somebody that's just giving you yeses, then they're doing you a disservice, right? I think this was just the transparency. I'm glad you let the spirit lead you like you always do. The transparency.
Don't mind. Repeat that for me, please, man. Man, this is some good training this morning. Please repeat that for me, man. Please. Cause I get my head banged in because I don't always just get praise. Go ahead one more time, please, man.
You can't always get praises, man. You gotta call out the good, bad, and the ugly, right? And and sometimes, guys, it sting a little bit, but it actually makes you when you want to step back and slack, it takes you out of that position to put yourself. I know it made me much better. I never wanted to be called out in front of 100 and some people on premium matching my cash flow. I never wanted that to happen again. So I was conscious of that going forward. And if you're not getting that kind of training, you're gonna continue to have those bad habits, right? If you can't, the only way you know you got cancer is if you go to the doctor diagnose you. But if the doctor keep telling you that you ain't got cancer, you got cancer, he killing you, right? Guys, you got to be able to take this kind of stuff. It actually makes you stronger. You ain't gonna like it. I'm telling you, when I got it, man, it tastes like a bar of soap, but it washed me clean, and it changed the dynamics of the business and what I looked at, guys. So don't take this the wrong way, guys. Take it and run with it. Take it and do something different. And it just makes you look at that man and that woman in the mirror, guys. You can't be has-beens, guys. You got to be consistent with what you're doing. So I think this was awesome, man. Incredible training, man.
All right, thank you, brother. So, guys, listen.
Hey, Coach, can I say something real fast before you close out?
Go ahead, baby.
Hey, you guys, not you, Raya. I want to say, I want to hit on 3 areas that was really, really powerful today. 2 of them Matt just touched on, and the last one Dermond just touched on, which is and only reason I wanted to say something real fast about this is because this is what we deal with a lot of times. We talking about entrepreneurship. A lot of people don't understand entrepreneurship / they don't understand how to be their own boss. Matt, when he hit this, it just hit home for because I had a discussion with you, babe, talking about how some people just need to be told what to do. If you left to your own mind, you just lost. You know what I'm saying? So that's why some people need to clock in, because they need their boss to tell them, you need to do this from 10 to 11. Then you do this from 11 to 12. Then you take your break. Then you could do, because they just don't know. So that's where the leaders, the coaches come in here to walk you through what needs to be done. It's just up to you to do it. Then the second point he hit was being desperate. The being desperate thing is huge. It's crazy because Ronell and myself, we were hiring someone to clean our house, right? And I went on Facebook and I asked if someone can clean our house, maids, and and I had someone that we know to reach out to me, but she went on to this long rant about how she need this money and she'll do whatever she, have to do. Just please give her the job. And, and I just said, I can't even give her the job because she's so desperate. That scares me. And it reads all over your body. So Miss Terry, that was huge. When you desperate, you have a different energy about you when you desperate. And desperate people do desperate things. So no, you can't enter my home being that way. And the last thing was what Dermond talked about, being a yes man. You can't be that yes man. If you're going to be in this business, if you're going to be a partner, so if you bring in a team on, you got to let them know right, wrong, and indifferent. You got to be able to correct them. You got to be able to tell them, we praise them when they doing good, but when they ain't, they got to know. And I had a conversation with a girlfriend the other day, and I tell her, look, when it's personal, but when it's business, it's game on. Don't take it personal, but this the way I am. So guys, that was huge for me. And I just wanted everybody to think about those, everything, but those 3 key components, that was heavy. All right, baby, that's all I have.
Awesome. Great feed, feeding, baby. Hey guys, so we're gonna close, man. We appreciate everybody for getting on the call. Focus on what you need to do over these next 9 days to get your business and your life where it needs to be. Write your schedule out. Don't compromise it. Even if you got a full-time job, you got 6 hours of change left. And remember, what you're doing with that change is what's going to cause change. Demond's team, his licensed agents, he want to call with y'all immediately afterwards. So make sure y'all jump on that call. All of Demond's licensed agents, he want y'all to jump on a call with him right afterwards. So everybody go ahead and do that. But teammates, let's go make the difference. This 9 days left in this month. Let's see what we're going to do with this change. Thanks for getting on the call. God bless you. We'll see you at the top because the bottom is what?
Way too crowded.
All right.
Thanks, Coach.
All righty.